Blacksmiths heat metal till it is malleable. Then they use a hammer and an anvil to shape it. It can also be done using a power tool. Here you see a powered hammer. Could a power hammer be driven by a crankshaft the same way that a piston is? This video shows a piston, a connecting rod, there's a crankshaft, the timing belt from the crankshaft connects to a cam, and the lobe on the cam contacts the push rod, moving it up and down, up and down, up and down. Thereby, the rotational movement of the crankshaft is converted to reciprocating movement in the push rod. If you're going to build a power hammer, it needs to move up and down, not round and round. And I'm wondering, there might be two ways to do it. You have rotational movement here with the crankshaft. The piston is moving straight up and down. It's able to do that because there's a flexible linkage to the crankshaft. Another way to do it is the way the push rod does it. The push rod moves straight up and down. The lobe on the camshaft is what's responsible for that up and down movement. So I'm wondering, could either one of those techniques be used to drive, instead of a push rod, a hammer rod, and instead of it being in this direction, it would be flipped so that it's pushing down and up. The payload would not be a piston, the payload would be a hammer or a ram. The rod, either the piston rod or the push rod, in this case it's going to become the hammer rod, would have as its payload the hammer or the ram.